Hello everyone, Jeff with the Green Review here. The first portion of the seed that begins to grow is the root. It begins to absorb water and available nutrients. Roots then function to hold the seed and plant in place by growing between soil particles. Some aquatic plants have floating roots that never attach to a substrate though. A few plants, such as epiphytic tillandsias, have roots that do not absorb water, but are just used to attach to rocks, trees, and other surfaces. Many land plants can be grown hydroponically without soil, but the roots still function to retrieve nutrients from the water. Many plants store carbohydrates and starches in their roots to help the plant survive dormant periods. Roots that grow above ground may be green and contain photosynthetic cells. The tip of ground-dwelling roots is protected by a root cap. It is pushed through the soil by an area of cell division and the expansion of those cells. The epidermal cells may send out long tubes known as root hairs that are the site of most water and nutrient absorption. Larger, older roots don't have root hairs, so new areas of roots must be grown every year. Roots on epiphytic orchids don't have these hairs and absorb water through the epidermis. Roots do not have buds, so all side roots connect directly to the main root and its vascular system. Water is brought into the plant through osmosis, which is the movement through the cell wall and membrane from a high concentration of water in the soil to a low water concentration in the roots. This influx of water helps push water up into the plant. When the soil is too dry, water can move out of a plant and the plant can react by wilting, letting root hairs die, and shutting down photosynthesis. Minerals move into plants through processes that require energy because the concentration of minerals is higher in the plant than in the soil. Too much fertilizer near the roots can cause water to move out of roots, possibly killing them. Fibrous roots are hair-like and have many branches. All monocots and many dicots have fibrous roots. Plants that grow a root that looks like a carrot are taprooted. Many people believe that large forest trees have taproots, but this is typically only true for small young trees, and they're really not that long for the most part. A small oak under a few inches in diameter will have a strong taproot that makes transplanting difficult. Large oak trees lose the taproot and develop a very wide-spreading root system that can be seen when they blow over. Very few roots extend deep into the soil because the oxygen they require for growth becomes less available. Few small roots are permanent. Every year, new roots branch out from the main roots, growing in all directions. Roots that find good growing conditions of loose soil, moisture, air, and nutrients will continue growing, while roots that don't find these thrive conditions will grow slowly or die off. Because air in the soil is such a limiting factor, most tree, shrub, and perennial roots are growing within 18 inches of the surface, even when good soil is deeper. Roots come from buds on stem tissue, but unlike stems, roots do not have nodes or buds that produce more roots. Adventitious buds are buds that can develop in root tissue, not from root meristematic tissue. They can grow new roots when old roots are cut off or damaged. Adventitious buds can also form in root tissue to grow stems called suckers. Most plant roots have symbiotic relationships with bacteria and mycorrhizal fungi. Many of these organisms live inside and outside the roots. They help roots absorb nutrients and receive more complex compounds in return. A lot of research is being done on the complex relationships between plants, bacteria, and fungi. So what's all this mean to me? Tree roots spread out much farther than branches. The end of the branches, like this tree right here, is this branch spread. The end of that branch spread is called the drip line. Tree roots on older trees can be 3 times to 10 times the widest spread of the branches. When trees and shrubs are transplanted, they can lose up to 90% of the roots. Construction activities of driving on soil near a tree can kill roots, even if the damage is not under the branches of the tree. Tree roots in loose forest soil are damaged more than roots growing in hard, packed soil under a lawn, because the compaction is much more severe in the forest. What's this mean to me? Roots have no way of seeking water in pipes or knowing that there's water inside of a pipe. But if the pipe is leaking, or is designed to leak like a septic system pipe, then roots that happen to grow in that direction will find good growing conditions. These roots will not just survive, but they will thrive. They will expand and send out many new side branches. It's not the tree's fault that it clogs the pipe. It's merely doing what comes naturally. And this is Jeff with the Green Review. Thanks for watching.